What is up? Thank you guys for tuning in to Project Life. I am your host, Phil Smoak, and this is Project Life. All right, guys, welcome to another episode of Project Life. I'm excited today because we have a great guest, Dr. Marie Djemo, the founder of Jodapris, where they provide business development for startups and well-established businesses. She also is launching her own accredited online school. Outside of her professional career, Dr. Marie Djemo likes to spend time with her family. She also likes to play basketball only with her family, and she likes to sing at her church. And I'm excited because today's episode is going to be called Believing in Yourself. We're going to talk about why you should be believing in yourself. And she came up with a topic, and we're super excited to jump into it. So I'm not going to talk anymore. I'm going to ask Dr. Marie to give us a little background about your story and a little bit about, you spending time with your family and basketball and why that excites you. So just, tell Project Life a little bit about yourself, and I'm excited to hear from you. Welcome.
Hello, Philip Smoak. Thank you so much for inviting me again today.
Yes.
I appreciate this opportunity to talk to you, to talk to the community. I'm super excited to be here. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Who I am? Usually I'm being called Marie. I was raised to be called Marie. Dr. Marie Djemo, that's a title. So I am a mother of three, and I have my business, Jodapris IMBS. We work with small and mid-sized companies, but outside the professional life, I enjoy spending time with my children. We do have picnics. We do go out. Every time we have picnics, we will take either a basketball or a soccer ball. So
nice.
we play soccer ball as a family. We play basketball as a family. We play some other games, but those are kind of the games that don't miss. Now my daughter is introducing us to tennis. So now we're kind of enjoying time of tennis. So we are learning. We're getting better.
Good. Well, look, as long as you guys are having a good time and you're enjoying yourselves, I mean, that's what life's about, right? And really, and helping other people. And I know, obviously, as becoming a doctor, you definitely have to be in the mindset of helping other people and really committing yourself. So, really quick, just brush on a little bit about the school while you're starting. I know you were just explaining before our podcast about your education, and why did you want to start an online school, and what made you wanted to create an online system for people?
That's a very good question. I am very passionate about academics. As I was growing, my parents did teach us the value of education. So after getting my doctorate degree, I decided to help other people. I decided to start tutoring because as I was taking my studies, some colleagues could come to me and they're like, hey, we have research. What do you have? Can you help me? Yeah. And I could see that I was able to help people with the research work or with the topics. And everybody would be like, wow, I did not think of it that way. Right. So when I completed my studies, instead of looking for a job to be teaching, I had 3 little children. So I was like, okay, I can start helping other students to achieve their goals.
Right.
So I started tutoring students. They will come to me with the subject that is really hard. Usually I tutor in economics, some of microeconomics, macroeconomics, math. I go with business, marketing. There's a lot of subjects that I look into. Those are just the main one that I do tutor. So when I started tutoring my students, most of my students, what they were telling me is like, this class, I just don't understand it when the teacher is teaching. But when I started talking with you on this subject, I understand it better. So I try to understand myself, what is making them understand it better.
Right.
And I found out that I do a lot of research and I try to understand the way of learning. What makes it easy for them to understand the way I'm teaching. If I feel like I need to go and kind of hold your hand and do all the work with you, I will do that. Or if I realize that you are smart enough to kind of pick up where you really need help, I will do that. And that made my students feel comfortable when I'm working with them. So in 2019, like 3 years after tutoring, my students started telling me, we think you should open a school because you know how to teach. And every time we come to you, you have this sense of teaching that we don't have in our classroom.
Right.
So I kind of started putting some thoughts to it and started putting things together. It's only after 3 years that I'm like, okay, I think I can do this. When I started seeing my students now, instead of just coming with the subject that is difficult for them, they will come with the whole course and say, in this class, I didn't understand much. Can you teach me? So you now have to prepare the full course to teach. And when you finish, when they get the diploma, they send you a picture of themselves, the gown and the diploma, and they're like, hey, look, this is what you did. So it excited me, and I'm like, oh, so I'm helping these children. I can also really reach out to a lot of people because I have students here in the US, in Africa, in Asia, in Europe. Those students, it just goes word of mouth or from the platform. A lot of my students, I get them from Wisent. So I see that once you have a student, that student will call another student. They will tell the story. And most of the students, they will be like, okay, I'm at the point where if I fail this class, I have to repeat
The whole grade. Yeah.
the whole grade again. So I started getting most of those type of students, and that encouraged me to believe in myself. And I was like, okay, I need to believe in myself. If I need to help these people, myself, I have to believe that I am capable of helping them. From where I come from, you have to believe in yourself to be successful. So I told myself, I need to believe that I'm capable of helping these people. And I'm at the point where I'm like, instead of just helping a handful of people or one-on-one,
Right.
I can help more people who can come through the school.
Right.
And that's how I believed myself and started looking into the system. What can we put together? And we are at the point where we got the accreditation and we are ready to launch the school next month.
Excellent. So let me ask you a question. What is the difference between your school and another online education school?
We have one thing that is special that is not given in a lot of online school. Okay. Most of the online school, you just go online yourself, you read yourself, you take courses online yourself, and when you finish, you will write your essay or your dissertation and they give you the grade. What I'm bringing on the market is that it's the blended online school, which is you can take the classes yourself if you wish, but we prefer that we meet virtually in classrooms. Okay. So, like the way we're having Zoom here, right. We have a system that we are establishing, which is an online school, where people can come from whatever place they are in the world, and we can create a classroom. So you have that feeling of a classroom, but everybody in the comfort of their own home.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
Yeah, so that is something that a lot of universities don't have, because when you're online, we market that you schedule on your own time, you do everything on your own time, but it can be boring and it can be difficult,
Yes, to understand.
Especially if you're not understanding what you're studying, it's hard. Yeah. But if you virtually, we can all be in our homes, and at a certain particular time, we agree that we can meet virtually and study together. We have that feeling of being in the classroom. So that's what's setting us apart.
Excellent. So let's go back to the topic of the podcast today, believing in yourself. What is so important to you about believing in yourself?
The most important thing for me in believing in myself is to know, first of all, who I am.
Okay.
I remember when I started my consulting business, I started sharing the idea with other people. And some people were like, you think that you can come up with something? There's so much business consulting firms around you.
Right.
And what do you think you're going to bring on the market that will make you stand out?
Ooh.
There is so much negativity out there.
Yes.
So if you know who you are and you understand the vision that you have, you just believe in yourself, believe that I can do this.
Right.
I know I don't have all the tools. I know I don't have all the resources, but the own belief that I have will create a path for me. So that's the first thing. Understanding, first of all, who you are and the vision you have, and then you take that belief market and put it on you and say, I believe in myself, and I know with the grace of God, I can definitely walk in this path.
What do you tell people that are in disbelief when they've had enough, when they can't believe in themselves anymore? What are some tools or some kind of ideas you could give to others if they're coming to telling you that they don't have belief in themselves anymore, or they don't know if they can? And they're continuously saying, this kind of things like, I'm not good enough, or, I don't think I'm professional enough. They just don't have the drive, nor they don't have the education really to, step up to the plate. What would you tell them?
Philip, that is crucial because, especially in the world that we're going through right now with
Right.
all this negativity, we
Yeah.
found ourselves where you've tried things probably over and over again and it's not working.
Yeah.
And people around you are just telling you, you just don't measure up. You just cannot do it. You just cannot, whatever you say will just stay in stories. It will never happen. So you found yourself in a place where even though you have the willingness, but you stop believing in yourself. So you start doubting. So here's what I'm going to tell you. Just to answer that, I'll just give you an example of myself. As I was growing, my father was my mentor, and he was everything to me, So my father did teach me one thing. He's like, Marie, as you're growing up, learn how to rely on yourself. Regardless what is happening around you, you are the driver of your life. Of course, when you believe you are now a Christian, it becomes another story. But
Right.
we're just talking humanly speaking,
Right.
you are the driver of your car.
Right.
You are the one who's sitting on your driver's seat.
Yes.
It doesn't matter if it's raining outside. It doesn't matter if there's a lot of wind. It doesn't matter if in the back seat there are children shouting.
Yeah.
You are the one who have to steer that wheel and make sure that you are going in the right direction.
Yeah.
If you're going in the right direction, the rain will happen to stop. The wind will stop. The children at the back will stop. But where are you? Are you in the right path? If you are in the right path, you will realize that even people that were against you, they will join you. So my father, as I say, he was a mentor in my life.
Yeah.
It happened that God called him early. When my father passed away, I didn't know what to do. I was still in my second year at the university. I had no job. We are a large family. My mother was doing business, but the revenue she had could not cover everything. And coming from African family, you cannot count on everybody. Of course, you have uncle, you have aunties, everybody wants to help, but they may be willing, but they may not be able to do it.
Right.
So I was at the point where the nature is against me, took my father away. My mother, as much as she wants to help me, she cannot cover everything. I am in a boarding school. how am I going to eat? How am I going to pay school fees? How am I going to do my transportation? I had to believe in myself from the words that were told to me by my father. So when my father had the habit of talking to us openly. When you have time with him, he will come to you and say, hey, what you're doing here, I want you to trust in yourself. I want you to believe in yourself. So that stayed in with my mind.
Yeah.
So when I stay there, I'm like, okay, I'm at the point where I don't have anybody I can lean on.
Right.
What should I do? I started my small business, buying small things and selling to other students. It was small, probably meaningless, but to me, it was the word why, because I could pay my transportation, I could buy my bread, I could do some small things that I don't have to rely on other people. So
Yeah.
when you found yourself in a place where you tried something and it's not working, you have to sit first and say, okay, I tried the strategy ABC, it's not working.
Yeah.
I need to change my way of thinking. I need to change and found new strategies. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. Even if the world is against you, even if yourself, you try to be against you, remind yourself that you are the only person who can believe in yourself.
Right.
If other people don't believe in you, that's okay. But you believe in yourself. When you believe in yourself, you understand the vision that you have. Even if it's not going right today, keep on working. You will fall, you get up. Fall, get up. Don't stay at the bottom. Just keep on standing. And one day, the belief, the little light that is in you will just brighten, and everybody now will come and join you in that belief. But
That's excellent. Yeah, I love that. I love that explanation. And I feel like even for myself, as we've all been through our own challenges, we all have our own stories, right? And the story is what definitely has built us to who we are today. And our challenges are the things that have kind of built us. But, I feel like believing in yourself is one of the most important things to do. Even when things aren't going your way, you still have to believe in yourself, because let's take away the fact that you don't believe in yourself anymore. Then what do you have from there? It's just a downward spiral. So if you don't believe in yourself, then you're not going to be in the right place. You're never going to get to where you want to go. You're going to be in this place of disbelief and the negativity, and then the world consumes you with all of its negativity, right? And all of its problems. And then you don't become the thing that you know that you can become, because everybody has that kind of mindset and feeling that they know that they could become something more than they are today and provide more than they are providing and doing today. But they're just not doing it because of a lot of reasons, right? You're even though some people say, yeah, I believe in myself, but when times get tough, do you still believe in yourself? When things are going wrong, do you still believe in yourself? So, for me, every time something happens to me, I'm always believing in myself, regardless of the failures, because the failures are going to come. It's just a lot of people aren't looking at it as a learning experience, and they're thinking that they're not good enough, and they're looking at it the wrong way. So let me ask you a question. What do you think that people can do better to look at, belief in themselves the right way, instead of looking at it in a way where, failure is going to be inevitable, because it's the process of learning. But why shouldn't people quit? Like, what do you recommend people to tell them when times get tough? Believe in yourself. But what's next after that? After it's like, I feel like I'm going to quit. What would you do? What was some advice that you would give?
All right. So if you find yourself in a place where you feel like, you know what, I tried whatever I could,
Yeah.
and it's just not working out for me. I think I'm just at the dead end of the road. I need to quit now. Here's my advice to you. That word of quitting, it's really heavy, don't quit. You don't say, I'm quitting. Say, it's time to change strategies.
Right.
We need to change the game.
That's it.
So I have my goal. My goal is to be a businesswoman. I want to help these women who are staying home and give them jobs so that they can work from home. They can, while they're taking care of their families, they can dedicate 3 or 4 hours a day to get some money so that they don't miss bread on the table. That is my goal with my call center virtual business. So I know my goal. I may hit the road and I feel like, okay, people that I'm bringing on board, they're not committed. They're not really giving me what I want. You know, when people are working from home, it's hard for you to control them. You need people that are committed. Right. But if you hire a couple of people and you're not getting the result you want to get, I'm not going to say I'm going to quit. I am not quitting. I need now to change the strategy. Yeah. How can I achieve my goal and get better results? So instead of just going out and just bringing on board any person who's looking for a job, I start now putting down some criteria. Right. I'm like, okay, I want the person who's A, B, C, D. My goal is to help families out there, the community out there, the women or the men who want to stay home, but they just want to work a couple of hours. That is my goal. But I'm not going to quit until I help those families. I'm not going to help everybody. Right. Bringing everybody, that will help me to quit. So I just need to identify what can I do so that I don't quit. Quitting, it's not in my vocabulary anymore. I'm not quitting. Awesome. I just want to change the strategies and make sure that I hit that goal.
Awesome. Project Lifers, I hope you're getting this, writing this down. Don't quit, change the strategy, because actually I've been through a similar, conversation. I did a business where I wanted to provide certain value, but I said, you know what, the vehicle might change, but the end result stays the same, right? The things, the results that you want to provide, you want to help people, but maybe the way that you help people won't be through that business anymore. Maybe you start a new venture, but the goals are still staying the same. The vehicle changes, but the goal, will always be the same. So, the strategy is so important, and you constantly have to change your strategy, because strategy will change throughout the course of what you do, depending on if it's your health and wellness, depending if it's on your education, depending if it's on your business, and you have to be able to have that vision and seeing those things while you're putting in the work in order for it to come to fruition properly. Because what happens is a lot of people aren't, putting in the work, and they're staying with the one mindset, and they just do it, and they're not looking at some of the things that are changing in the market, and maybe pivoting to the left, pivoting to the right, depending on what happens. And it's so important to make those pivots, because once you could do that and see where the market's changing, you'll be able to create faster results because of the strategy, and because that you see where your business is going, or where the results are going, depending on what you're doing in the market. So that's awesome. So tell me a little bit about the Academy, and tell me a little bit about your business, on why you started, the academic portion, and tell us why, you started your business, and let's just get into a little bit about your business.
All right, fantastic. So about the Academy, I'm building up the business school and the theology school. Okay. So because I'm a Christian, I believe that without God, we are nothing. So I want to bring that belief in everything I do. So that is the reason why I'm adding theology to the business that I went to school for, so that I know that I can get the accreditation easily through the business. And the good thing is that the school, it's a Christian school that we're building. We're building a Christian school. You don't have to be a Christian to come to this school. But once you come to the school, you will learn the foundation of being a Christian as well. while you're taking your business school or you're taking your theology school. So I just want to put out there a platform where people can study, can have the certificate. You can have your certificate, you can have your diploma, you can have your master's, bachelor, or PhD degree, working from the comfort of your home, either with other people virtually or yourself at your own space.
Excellent. And tell us about your current business right now that you're doing, that you're scaling businesses.
So the business that I'm doing right now in Jodapris, I'm offering marketing services, consulting services. We work with small and mid-sized companies for providing them strategies that can help them grow and maintain what they're doing. They know their businesses, however, the strategies are changing. With COVID, the world is changing. You need to see what are the strategies that is pivoting, that you can pivot your business to be able to be successful. So we're working with businesses to find out where is the opportunity for you to grow, where is the opportunity for you to outsource so that you can focus on productivity. So that is kind of what we are doing right now.
Excellent. So tell us a little bit about how we could find you. So some of the websites, maybe an email address or social outreach, or where anyone could find you.
All right. So if you want to find our business and what we're doing, you can go online to jodapris.com. That is my consulting website. And one thing we are known of, it's building websites. My team, they build websites that will just leave you dreaming. So you can visit the jodaprisuniversity.com and just look at the layout that is there. That will be really inviting for you to come and see what we're doing with websites. You can find me on LinkedIn. You will find us on Facebook, Instagram. We are out there. If you want to reach us by phone, the phone number for the company is 877-300-6467. You can reach out directly to me at 773-217-5712. So those are kind of the contacts I'll put there. I'll be happy to help. If you need advice or you need to start your own business, or you are just a mother looking for a little job, or just some advice on how to navigate, how to believe in yourself, I'm here to help.
Oh, well, that's so nice of you. Project Lifers, I hope you got that, because she's giving out her number for you guys to give her a call and contact her. That's awesome. Project Lifers, I really hope you loved this episode of Project Life. I'm so excited for what's to come into your life. I'm so excited for what you are about to achieve, whether it's a better relationship with your loved ones, whether it's more money in your business, helping more people, focusing on the things that matter in your life. Whatever the best project that you are building, I hope that you are putting in the work and making it happen. Now, if you need more guidance and you need more Project Life, make sure you send out the text message to 555-888. And inside the message, make sure you put Project Life, one word, because I'm going to send you a text message. And inside that text, you're going to sign up for the community. Inside the community, you're going to have more updates. You're going to get free trainings from me. You're going to get so much more, and you'll be able to chat with me directly on the chat. Okay? So guys, if you want to be a part of Project Life and you love the content, you want more, make sure you send a text message. Send it to 555-888 and put the word Project Life, one word. No spaces, just Project Life. Now guys, I'm excited for you. Let's build the most important project that we have. And you already know, that is your life. I'll see you next time.